Hi everyone. As promised, here's my video on how to do your self-portrait. I know you're going to love it. Fun, right? First, let me take you on a tour. This is my office where I do all my grading. So you can see there's where I sit, there's where my laptop usually is, or my artwork, depending on what I'm working on. And of course, my kitty who has to be here at all times helping me out. Today I'm going to be using my big stand-up mirror to videotape how to do this, because that's what you're going to need, a mirror that you can get really close to. Here are some of my supplies. First of all, I have some paper, which is going to have my final self-portrait on it. But I also have some wax paper, because some of you might find that it's hard to see your self-portrait through a regular piece of paper. Wax paper from the kitchen. Hopefully your mom or dad has some. You could try parchment paper too. I don't know if it's quite as see-through as wax paper. But my favorite tool is one of these. A dry erase marker with a thin tip. If you have one of these, great. If you don't have one of these, regular old Crayola markers will work. Even a regular size Crayola marker will probably work if you just use the tip of it. It has to be something washable that you can get off of your mirror when you're finished. I also have a spray bottle with some water and a cloth to wash it off. Okay, so I'm gonna clip myself into my holder here so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay, so gather your supplies, make sure you have all the things I just showed you, and make sure you can get close enough to your mirror, and then basically you're just gonna trace. It's super fun, you guys. Like, it's totally easy to do. All right, I'm going to use the dry erase marker because it's a little darker when it's a little easier to trace too. So for me, I can see better without my glasses, so I'm gonna take my glasses off. For you, if you wear glasses, it's your choice. Do you want to leave your glasses on and trace around them? It's super easy, like it's fine. Or do you want to take your glasses off? I don't care. But for me, it's gonna be easier with my glasses off. Okay, then get yourself in a good position. Make the expression that you want to trace, right? Because it's gonna be your self-portrait, like you wanna look good in it, so don't stand there like all frowny faced. Unless you want that. But get yourself a nice expression, fix your hair, put, you know, whatever earrings on that you wanna wear, and then just go for it. You do need to close one eye, because if you don't close one eye, you're gonna see two images of yourself. When you start tracing, you'll see what I mean. So close one eye. If you want your eyes to be open in your final self-portrait, then you can open your eye and like remove your head to the other spot and then, you know, trace it while it's open. So I'm just gonna get started. So I'm gonna close, actually, which eye? I think I can see better with my right eye. So I'm gonna close my left eye and I'm going to start tracing. So let's see, there's my eyebrow. It takes a little bit of practice to really like get out of that, because when you start tracing on here, you're gonna see like, ooh, that's kind of a weird feeling, because you kind of got to flatten out that image of yourself, which looks 3D. Also, if you want to really challenge yourself, you can try to do it all with one continuous line. I think maybe I'll try that with mine, even though okay, since I already lifted up my pen, I'll start over. But I'm going to try and do it with one continuous line. Let's see if this works. Okay, here we go. Na na na, na na na. Go around my eyebrow. Let's trace the shadow around my eye first, and then my actual eye. Give myself a little eyelashes there. There's a little crease. And then there's my eye. Oh, I lifted up my pen. I gotta put it back in the exact same spot. Now I'm gonna retrace that line and get those little laugh lines that are by the outside of my eye, and then I'm gonna use that to get over to my hair. Now make sure while you're doing this that you keep your eye like in the right spot. You kind of have to hold your hand out there so that you're still in the same place, because you could end up giving yourself a really weird look if your eye moves. So every once in a while I gotta keep looking back to make sure I'm in the right place still. There's my funky hairdo. I hate the way my hair looks when it's all pulled back all the time, but you know, who wants to do their hair every day? Okay, I just made my face a little wider than it's supposed to be because I moved. Okay, there's the rest of my hair up here. Now I can do this ear. Wait a minute, get yourself back. There's that ear. Now I think I'll go down to my face and follow my... Okay, I gotta stop talking for a sec. Okay, let's see. I'll go up. Okay, now I'm going to, remember my pen's right there. I gotta switch eyes and move my face to match. I think I'll just go over my nose like that. Make a bumpy line so it looks like my nose is round like it actually is. Oops, that was a mistake. Oh well. Now I need to get this ear. And then I can get my neck. What there is of it. It's a little bit of my shirt and my shoulder. Get this little indentation right there. Get that part of my shirt. There you go. Voila. Now, there's my self-portrait. Sorry, you're right there. And now what do you do with it? You got this self-portrait drawn on your mirror. Well, the next thing to do is to trace that onto your final copy paper. If you can't, well, first of all, I'll show you how easy it is to see through wax paper. Look, I can easily trace that with a pencil, right? But if you don't have wax paper, you can do it with a regular piece of computer paper. I don't know if you can tell, but I can just barely see those lines. If you have better eyes than I do, you might be able to do that. It's a little tricky. I think the wax paper is easier. So take a pencil, trace it on there, or a pen. You know, you could use the same pen you used on there if you want to it to be a black and white kind of thing. You can even use this as a beginning to like a nicer portrait. You could trace it onto the wax paper and then take a pencil and color on the back of it. I don't know how easy that'll be to do on wax paper, but then you could trace it onto, take it off of the wax paper, put it onto a regular piece of paper, or take it over to the window. If you have your portrait traced in black on a wax paper, you could put this paper over top of the wax paper and put it against the window and trace it through that way too. So, you know, your choice, however you can do it. But eventually you want it to be on a piece of white paper because that is the goal for the assignment. Have fun.